Hello and welcome back to Ada Pulse, the community-funded news channel keeping you up to date with all the news and emerging projects that are in and around the Cardano ecosystem. But remember, as we're community-funded, there is no coin shilling or pay promotion. We're just here to disseminate information and deliver it to you in a way that's easy for you to understand. Now, talking of emerging projects, today we are discussing Teiki, a decentralized crowdfunding protocol. And this is an article by our veteran writer, LiberLion, who's done a lot of content for Ada Pulse, so you know this is going to be a good technical deep dive into the project. Now, but remember, click the like button, hit subscribe, and hit that bell button so you can get notified as soon as we've got content available. And do share far and wide. Remember, we're an educational platform. We want to reach as many people as possible and spread the word about Cardano. But I'm Josh from ATM Stake Pool, your presenter for Ada Pulse for today. Let's just crack straight on with the article. Now, the design of the Cardano blockchain allows the development of innovative ideas with real utility. The proof of stake consensus participation model proposed by the Cardano protocol is known as liquid staking, which means that funds in ADA delegated to stake pools of the network have no blocks, no minimum time, nor slashing, which is like monetary penalties on the funds, and the amount to delegate can be pretty minimal. But I mean, you've got to cover costs of network fees, pledge, to create your first delegation. But this model allows a liquid and constant flow of money that transits in the network, but they've all got different sort of investment destinations. Now, the crowdfunding model is a collaborative project financing mechanism, which essentially unites a large number of investors so that each one contributes money in various amounts, essentially seeking to atomize participation. This model is better developed on the basis of new technology, as it dispenses with traditional financial intermediation. See, what they're doing here is putting project creators who are looking for funds, in direct contact with investors who want a piece of the pie and get a return on their investment. So venture investments are ideal for this type of model because it allows to raise funds that promise high returns. And since investors can distribute their funds in different crowdfunding proposals, because some are going to fail and others will succeed. So what the model's presenting is a theoretical reduction in sort of your exposure to risk. Teiki. Now, before I start talking about Teiki, check this out. This is how the team present themselves. Teiki is a decentralized crowdfunding protocol on Cardano that fosters innovation. Powered by AI technology, creators can effortlessly raise funds and build a community, whereas backers can water the seeds of innovation by delegating ADA. Teiki connects great minds to co-evolve. So Teiki is essentially a crowdfunding protocol. It's using the low transaction fees in the network, and it's seeking decentralization that's initially built on Cardano and IPFS. So for those who don't know what IPFS is, I mean, it's short for Interplanetary File System. I didn't actually know what it stood for, but it's a protocol. And it's a file-sharing, peer-to-peer network for storing and sharing data. If that's still sounding a bit alien to you, most NFTs that are sort of JPEG-based, if you look into them, in their metadata, they've stored their image on IPFS, and they've just put a link in their metadata. So it's like a cross-chain thing. But anyway, so Teiki integrates AI models with these functionalities. So check it out. So for the creators, names, taglines, keywords, logos, cover images, image text, and summarized text can be automatically generated in projects. The integration of Grammarly, which is an AI-based cloud writing assistant, improve creator writing. For the sponsors, automatically summarizes and recommends content and generates podcasts to enhance the browsing experience. And for the ecosystem, content moderation to eliminate the need for a lengthy review process. Now, the team has promised that in future generations, Teiki's going to integrate even more AI to generate one-to-one pages, community management, chat bots, and loads of other stuff. But check this out, because you can read more about it in a blog post that was put here, made by Teiki. The business model. Now, Teiki's crowdfunding mechanism is a subscription-based model on Cardano's liquid staking, where backers delegate their ADA to a smart contract to generate rewards for the project creators. So here's an image to help you visualize. Now, in exchange for giving up their ADA delegation rewards, sponsors get the Teiki token once the project reaches a fundraiser and the rewards promised by the invested project, which they'll probably offer more rewards and benefits to their community because, they've got to remain competitive at the same time. Creators control the delegation of ADA contained in their sponsors' smart contract, or to reduce friction, creators can leave the task to Teiki, which commits to delegating ADA to a single stakepool. And backers can withdraw their participation at any time, especially when a project is not progressing. Now, a tax advantage, which this crowdfunding model presents in most countries, is that since rewards are not withdrawn before payments are sent to creators, it's not counted as income tax. So that's definitely the case in the UK. And all funds are secure, it's transparent, and because you can verify all on the blockchain. The developer's proposal is to seek innovation, but also a decentralization of block production. So since Cardano's liquid staking model allows smart contracts which contain locked-in ADA, which can be delegated, and then certain developments that use smart contracts help maintain the network consensus with that ADA that's invested in DeFi. Now, LiberLion couldn't find the details about how the development will be made sort of economically sustainable, so he basically went out there and asked directly on their Discord server, and the founder replied. So take a look. This is what he said. This is what LiberLion said. I'll put on a low voice for him.
Tori, last question, please. What is the profit of Teiki? Is there a fee for Teiki to use the platform? How would the business model for Teiki be sustained over time? Thank you.
And Tori replied, here, I'll put on a different voice.
There are different fees, like project creation fee, sponsorship fee, etc., with the primary one being 2.5 to 4.5% of the total capital raised by a project. Even better, Teiki will raise funds on Teiki as well.
How it works. Well, their protocol is based on other open source projects like Helios, Lucid, and Ogmios. The roadmap for the publication of the code will be as follows. So check this out. So you got December 22, Teiki protocol. January 23, Teiki index. February 23, Teiki backend. March 23, Teiki front end. April 23, Teiki AI. And May 23, Teiki Protocol Generation 2. To launch a project on the platform, the creator obviously must have a wallet that's compatible with Cardano blockchain, with more than 500 ADA to lock in as pledge, but you're also paying transaction fees, and of course you can't violate any of the Teiki rules. So they prohibit, obviously, check this, here's a list here, scams, impersonations, political activities, not safe for work content, and other stuff. And if the rules are violated, the project will be closed and the pledge will be fined. The creator needs to fill in the project details, such as like the description, logo, milestones, and social media. And the Teiki AI will help in generating names, taglines, keywords, logos, cover images, image text, and the summarizing text. Once created, the projects are sent to the Cardano blockchain and IPFS, which stores the project details with like absolute transparency. And so new projects get the built-in functionality through the parameterized scripts on Cardano and, which are ready to raise funds and build a community. The goal is to reduce the project creation process, which, on a traditional platform, takes weeks. But on the Teiki app, it's going to take just days. Now, backers only need an ADA-enabled Cardano wallet to interact with the Teiki protocol. The development is currently running on testnet since like mid-January of this year. And here you can take a look for yourself. Now, the team have announced that anytime now, the feature set will be extended to complete the first scope of the protocol. And then the protocol will be frozen to perform an audit and complete the sort of AI integration and the user experience improvement, sort of both in parallel at the same time. So the expectation is to reach mainnet beta in 3 weeks from now. So it's the 2nd of February today. So keep an eye out. 3 weeks from now, it should be running. The tokenomics. So Teiki is the governance token, and the developer presents it with a fair and high utility model that represents the contributed effort of the protocol, projects, and sponsors. Teiki will be a native Cardano token, and it will have a fraction of 6 decimal places. It's not pre-mined, and it doesn't have a maximum supply. The protocol will only mint Teiki when a project meets a fundraising milestone, and Teiki it will be shared equally between the protocol treasury, project, and backers. Now, check out this image. I hope it helps. Always got to have a pie chart when you're talking tokenomics. And the minting of Teiki is related to successful funds in the protocol. And so the number of Teiki tokens is proportional to the total values created within the protocol. Only the backers' holdings are liquid. The protocol treasury locks in the tokens until the second generation, with the project portion gradually burning over a year. Locked tokens are eligible for governance still. The government team informed that it will first establish the rules before decentralizing the process to on-chain voting. In later generations, Teiki will provide built-in governance functionalities for projects, which can only be joined by sponsors and project token holders. The founder. So the founder of the project is Hai Nujin Kwang, or Tori, who on the Discord server introduces himself. And he says, check this out, I am an ambitious, driven, and hardworking bird doing everything I can to grow the Teiki with the community. So he tells us he lives in Hanoi, which is in Vietnam. There's quite a lot of experience here. He's an entrepreneur, software engineer. I think 6 years of entrepreneurship experience with Kikai, Meld, and Shinka Network. 5 years on Cardano with Hachi, Indigo, using Plutus, and blockchain. So you've got Hyperledger, Polygon. 6 years in AI, Visgard, Nobi, demoing intelligent defense systems to the UK Army, and 9 years of professional experience in technology and software engineering. So you can check all that on his LinkedIn profile. And Tori is also CEO of Shinka Network and an advisor to Meld as well. So I hope that's been super helpful. It's been a little while since we've done some of our emerging projects. And remember, the full article can be found on the Ada Pulse website. But of course, I'll leave a link in the description below. But talking about what's below, click the like button, hit subscribe, and hit that bell button so you can get notified as soon as we've got content available. And always just share it. I keep telling everyone to share, so please do share far and wide. It's fully appreciated, and we know who you are. And leave a comment below if you've got any questions as well. And so that's it. I'm Josh from ATM Stake Pool, your presenter for Ada Pulse for today, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.